Hi friends, Living Fit with Laura on this very, very snowy day. Let's say the prayer with me. This is the day my Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in the day. I will continue moving forward to those things that lie ahead, putting behind me those things that lie behind. I will not criticize, curse, condemn, compare, negatively compete, or copy. In other words, I will honor my own uniqueness and contribute to this world with my own unique gifts and abilities and strengths, not trying to copy other people, focusing on my strengths and perhaps even seeing my flaws as gifts. This is why I spoke yesterday about depression. I have depression and I actually see it as a gift because it is like, I described it as a 50-pound kettlebell on my shoulder, reminding me to do what? To keep my mind off myself. The thing that we want to remember, the point I want to make is, any therapy or any book in the self-help section that causes us to focus on ourselves, me, or focus inward instead of outward, focus on living in the poor little me bubble, is sabotaging the joy that we can have by stepping out of the little me bubble and realizing, so what if I have depression? I can still walk and talk and think. I have many gifts to offer. It is when we compare that we get into trouble. Comparison is the thief of joy. And remember that we are all uniquely, beautifully, and wonderfully made. So the flaws, the personality traits that we have, whether it be depression, melancholia, beating ourselves up, or a tendency to have autistic traits, can actually be a gift. So what that our brains are wired up a little differently, as long as we don't camp out in the little me bubble and live there and focus on me, poor pitiful me, we can turn what others see as a weakness or a flaw or a struggle into a strength. We turn our struggle into a strength. We turn our struggles into strengths. If we have depression and it is hard to get out of bed in the morning, we put our workout clothes very close to where we wake up. We have a certain time that we wake up. Routine is key. Keeping a routine is key. Being consistent is key. And we turn our struggles into strengths. Let me say that again. Our struggle is our strength because we realize that the many things that we cannot control, including people, places, circumstance, the way people act, the way people will see us, which is actually none of our business, is a waste of our effort and energy to try to battle against. However, the things that we do control are our attitude and the quality of food that we eat, whether or not we choose to get daily consistent exercise that is compatible with our unique abilities, and most of all, creating memories that will bless and not curse our lives. It is the memories that we make that will bless and not curse or curse our lives. We can see our struggles as strengths because they remind us that so much of what we do try to control, for example, outside circumstance, is a futile waste of energy. And we are reminded that we have the living God. God is the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. Just as when we are walking on a moving sidewalk at the airport, people get on and people get off. And when we are intent to get to our gate, We do not get on and off with other people. We stay on that moving sidewalk and continue on to our destination. Let me say that again. We stay strong. We hold our heads high. We suck our core in. We don't flop around and walk around like we are pathetic. We are not pathetic. We are powerful. We live in the present powerfully with passion. So we remember that we are saying, despite all the changes, despite what people do or don't do, we are reminded when we are disappointed or when we have a 50-pound kettlebell on our shoulder, which I describe for myself as depression that I have. I manage it. I do not suffer from it. Our challenges become our strengths. We don't suffer. We flip it over to be our strengths. I believe I have helped many other people who have depression to take responsibility for their lives, never see a therapist or another person as someone who will quote unquote save you. Only our Savior will save, and He saves us from ourselves. Any therapist that encourages us to focus on self, how did that feel, or focus on our feelings, me, how did this feel, how did that feel, will not add to the quality of our lives. It will sabotage the ability that we have innate to live sane, stable, serene, and strong, and live independently. What I mean by independently is independent of what other people think and do. So on this beautiful day, we are grateful for our lives. We are saying, because despite all the changes in our circumstances, we are still strong, sane, stable, serene, and strong. God is the same. He is with us when we wake up. He is with us throughout our day, and He is with us when we go to bed. We do not have to change our gender, change our job, change our address, change our clothes, get another tattoo to be happy. Let me say that again. I'm not against tattoos. I had a tattoo. So we are not compelled or obsessed with changing ourselves on the outside. If only we will change our job, change our house, change our address. If only we will change our gender, change this, change that. Listen, to those of my friends who have struggles with their gender or have transitioned or thinking about it, please don't, because we are beautifully and wonderfully made, and changing our gender is changing the outside. We are the same inside. Our soul, our mind, and our heart are the same. So despite the changes that we do on the outside, despite what other people do or don't do, despite the job changes we have, or our changing our address, we must be sane. We are sane, stable, serene, and strong because we are strong on the inside. So we focus on the strengths that we have, not the outside. Lord, I will not live in want today. I will seek your face at all times, knowing that you are ever present with me. Just as the sun is ever present, I will not focus on the clouds or the rain. I will know that you are there, and I will be grateful. Let's everyone get your exercise. Everyone keep your mind off yourself. Everyone focus on what can I do today to make another person's life better. Remembering never to compare, criticize, curse, or condemn, or copy, because we are all uniquely, beautifully, and wonderfully made. Living Fit with Laura. Trusting ourselves to eat the food that our body needs. Trusting ourselves to not need to be enslaved to the muck of diet and fitness confusion. We eat when we are hungry. We stop when we are satiated. We get plenty of sleep. Let's not overcomplicate our lives. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Keep up the great work.